We have met so many Kenyans on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday when Mzee was lying in state. And we have listened to stories of how he was their father, their grandfather, somebody they related with, like, anyone would relate with a parent or a grandparent. And we realized as a family that the loss was as great for Kenyans as it was for us, and that in its own way comforted us. I remember thinking, at one point, because on Wednesday there were so many people queuing in line, if Mzee was just to wake up for 1 minute, I think you'd even wonder, where are all these Kenyans going? Where they are coming to look at me, to see me? Why are they not at work? You'd have probably told us all, "Acheni kuregarega na murudi kazini." Because for him, work was very important. If there is one word that can encapsulate the life of President Mwai Kibaki, it is excellence. Mzee lived to excel. From the minute, or should we say the moment he left Gatiaini village in Othaya to begin his education, up to the day he retired as president of this country, that journey has been a journey to excel. And excelling does not always mean succeeding, but it means trying your best. And what Mzee inspired us to do is to do our best. So, as Kenyans, as we send this great lion of Kenya to rest beside his beloved wife, let us dedicate ourselves to excel for Kenya. You see, Mzee loved Kenya and Kenyans with a passion that most Kenyans don't know. And it is that love and passion that almost, enabled him to dedicate his life to this country. Mzee dedicated 53 years or 54 years of his life, more than half a century, in the service of Kenyans. So we can see by the example of his life that he was the ultimate Kenyan patriot. Your Excellency, those of you, or those of us who understand the dynamics between President Kibaki and you, we know that Mzee was very, very fond of you. Very, very fond of you. In fact, your relationship was the relationship between a father and a son. There are times I would watch the TV evening news with him at 7 o'clock. And when the news came on, you'd even start dozing when some politicians came on. And when, he'd even turn to me and say, "Jimmy, this fellow has been speaking for 10 minutes and there's nothing he has told us." And you'd go back to dozing. But when you came on the screen, he would sit upright and listen very keenly. And after whatever function you're with or at, he would turn to me and say, "Good man," or "good fellow." And for those of us who knew President Mwai Kibaki well, we knew when he said something like that, that was the ultimate praise. He could not say more than that. If the measure of patriotism is one's service to the country, then President Mwai Kibaki was a great son of Kenya. I want to thank you all for this tribute. We are overwhelmed and we are very grateful. Thank you.
Allow me to kindly ask you all to give a real hearty applause both for our president and for the family who have offered him to us. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy Kibaki and the entire family for that tribute and gratitude. Still within this context of prayer, each one of us, whatever faith you are, we invite you to continue praying for the soul of this dear father, grandfather,